Hello everyone, and welcome back to Robinhood Coins. This is TJ, and today I wanted to share with you 3 silver purchases I made back in March and April. I'm finally starting to get my Whitman albums in, and so I need to get these coins out of these bags, into those albums, and into my collection. And we'll give away 2 of the finds as the Robinhood Coins giveaways for this video. As always, to enter the giveaway, just comment on this video, and then be sure to watch our Saturday winners video every Saturday at noon. Well, I bought these purchases in March and April, back after the spot price of silver had crashed and everyone rushed in buying up all the inventory on the online dealers and local dealers. So silver at the time was hard to come by. I was checking in with the silver coin dealer on a weekly basis and picking up whatever I could get when he had it. And then oftentimes he didn't have anything. I know that there is a nice SLQ date in there and some rounds and peace dollars, but most of that is junk silver, and it's just whatever he had at the time. Hopefully we have some good dates, some good condition coins in there. I think I purchased it around 14 times face, which is high for the spot price at the time, but it's because inventory was low and demand was up everywhere. And I'm still running into that. I'm having a hard time finding junk silver for less than 14 times face online and at local dealers. But we're gonna keep trucking away. So we'll go through here and we will first go through this bag right here, and then we'll go through both of these bags at the same time and sort them out by denomination and go through checking for some varieties and checking for some good dates, good condition coins. All right, so let's get into bag number 1. All right, so we will go ahead and crack into the first bag here. And I'm pretty excited about one of the purchases out of this. It is right here, this one right here. I think I paid pretty much retail for it, which I don't like to do, but it is a 1917 Standing Liberty quarter, and I believe it is the Type 1. Look at that, and it's got some pretty good definition. That is cool. That is a really exciting one. I was really excited to see all that detail. I think I paid like $60 or $70 for that, and I normally wouldn't pay that much. But because it is such a hard date to find and the condition, I felt like it was worth it. It'll go good in my album. And I picked up a 1 ounce bar with Texas on it. Thought that was kind of cool. We got, I think this is 2 ounces. I'll have to go weigh it and double check. It's been a while since I bought it, but just one of my favorite designs right there, the Walking Liberty design. I love that design. And a thick, beefy silver round. 3/9 fine silver. Gotta love that. I may actually melt it, even though I like that design. We'll see. And then I picked up 3 peace dollars that had pretty good definition in the hair. So I felt like they were in, I know that's the high point or one of the high points. So I felt like they were in decent condition. This is a 1926S. And then we have a 1922. And it looks like no mint mark, Philadelphia right there. And a 1925. Again, pretty decent definition on the bird feathers and the hair. So I felt like it was a decent find. But I made sure to get 3 different dates because I haven't started filling in my album yet, and so I wanted to get a variety of dates. Next up, we're gonna go through the junk silver, so I'm gonna go ahead and dump out all of this, and then I will go through and sort them out by denomination first, and then after I have them sorted out by denomination, then I will check for any good years, better dates, and mint marks, as well as any really nice condition ones, and then we'll check for some errors and varieties. So I could already tell right off the bats, I remember seeing this when I was there. We have a commemorative that I was able to pick up for the same price as the junk silver. I thought that was pretty cool. And so we'll go ahead and get these separated out by denomination. All right, so we have them separated out by denomination, and I think what I'm going to do is go from smallest to largest. So we'll start off with the dimes first. The Roosevelt dimes, I'm really just going to put in a tube for later because I haven't started the album yet. But then I will check. We had 7 Mercury dimes, so I'll double check the Mercury album to see if those fill any album. And then we did get, which is pretty cool, we got ourselves a Barber dime 1902. I thought that was pretty cool. And we had a 1926, I'm pretty sure, San Francisco. We will have to check that. I believe that is a 2. And I'm pretty sure that mint mark is an S. Check it under the scope. It's pretty slicked out. But we did get 1 Standing Liberty quarter in the junk silver, so that was cool. So I'll double check the album for the Mercuries, and then I'll get these tubed up, and we'll move on to the quarters. As expected, with only 7 Mercury dimes, we didn't fill any holes or upgrade any spots in the Mercury dime album, and I haven't started my Roosevelt dime album. That's actually all the Roosevelt dimes I have in the 4th tube right there. I've been mostly focusing on Mercuries. So I went ahead and tubed up all of the dimes into my collection right there. And then now we'll focus on the quarters. We had close to $12 face value worth of quarters to go through. So we will separate them out by decade and then by year, see if we have any good dates. And I'm not very familiar with the errors and varieties, so I probably won't be checking for errors and varieties just yet. We'll just separate them out by decade and look for any good dates and then move on to the half dollars. So I separated the quarters by decade, and the 30s are laid out here. We have a stack of 40s and only 2 50s, and then a big stack of 60s, but mostly this is 64s. Now, one thing that's exciting is out of the 30s, I found at least 4 that I needed for the collection. The 35 Denver and San Francisco, as well as the 36 Denver and San Francisco. And looking at the red book, the 36 San Francisco is only 3.8 million minted. It's not like a super low mintage or anything, but I'll take it. I needed it for the collection, so that is really cool. Now we'll jump into the 40s and 50s and see if that adds to the collection as well. Well, here is the 1940s and the 2 1950s laid out. The top row, which I only had 1, was Philadelphia. The middle row right here is Denver. And then the bottom row is San Francisco. And I needed the 1940 San Francisco, the 46 Denver, and the 47 San Francisco for my collection. So that was pretty cool. And although I said I wasn't going to look for errors and varieties, I couldn't help it because I was looking at the red book and it said that the 42 Denver, there's a potential double die obverse. So I checked the obverse of this under the scope and I didn't see anything that looked like doubling. There's a potential double die reverse on the 1943 San Francisco. Checked all those, didn't see it. And then the 1950 San Francisco has an S over D mint mark. So I checked that, but it wasn't. So a couple more additions to the collection. So that is very cool. And now we'll move on to the 1960s. So I just got done checking all the 60s, and we had a 61 Philadelphia, and all the rest of them were 64s. And I already have all of those years in mints. Now, we did have these 7 1964 right here that were just in great condition. You can see really good definition in the hair, and even on the reverse, you'll see a lot of definition as well. And so those are really nice. I set those aside from the rest of the 64s just because of how nice condition they were. So we are all done going through the quarters. I took the excess and tubed them up, added them to the stack. We have 30s and 40s on the first tube, 50s in the middle, and 60s in the third tube. And now it's time to move on to the half dollars. They're already separated by Kennedy and Benjamins. Now I will be checking for the DDO and the TDO and QDO of the 64 Kennedys, but that's probably the only thing I'm going to check for now, and we will see what we have. First off, going through the Benjis, I didn't have any of the better dates like the 48 or 49S. There's only 3 or 4 that are less than 4 million minted, but we did have some pretty nice condition 63, and I think there was a 63 Denver in there as well. Yep, there it is. Pretty nice shape there. This one actually has a lot of luster left on it, even though it has a pretty healthy ding on his bust, shoulder, and it's a little dirty, like there's some kind of like watermarks or something, but it does have a lot of luster underneath that and a lot of the detail on the reverse as well. But nothing really special out of the Benjis. Well, I finished up going through those 1964 Kennedys, and I did not find any DDOs, TDOs, or QDOs, but I went ahead and took some of the Kennedys and the Benjis and added them to the giveaway tube. That's what I used for giveaways on the Half Dollar Hunt live streams and some of the other videos, and it was getting low, so I needed to fill her back up, got it back halfway full. Well, there is my collection of purchased junk silver, the dimes, quarters, and half dollars. That does not include any of the silver that I have found in bankrupt rolls. Those are all in separate collections. This is just the stuff that I've gotten from my silver purchase videos. So for the Robinhood Coins giveaway for this video, we're actually going to have 2 giveaways. 2 people that comment on this video are going to win a 1964 Kennedy. One is a Philadelphia and the other one is a Denver. As always, to enter the giveaway, just comment on this video and then be sure to watch our Saturday winners video every Saturday at noon to see if you won. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed going through all this junk silver. It was pretty fun. I always enjoy looking at silver and checking for different years and hoping to get some key dates, better years. If you did, smash that like button. If you enjoy our content, please hit subscribe and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you don't miss any giveaways or videos, and we will see you on the next hunt.